Hello, Titas! Welcome to episode 5, season 3 of the Coffee Tita podcast. This is Esther, the Coffee Tita. So it's almost the end of May, almost midway through the year. Again, thank you so much for all your continued support and encouragements for this initiative. So last week's episode talked about our pursuits of happiness. This week, we will be talking about solitude, or the importance of solitude. So there is a quote by Anne Morrow Lindbergh. She said, "If a woman were convinced that a day off or an hour of solitude was a reasonable ambition, they would find a way of attaining it. As it is, they feel so justified in their demand that they rarely make the attempt." So what does this mean for us, Titas? I believe that it's essential for busy women, by which I mean all of us, to pause a moment, this moment, to reconsider the entire subject of solitude. To many of us, approach time alone as if it were a frivolous, expendable luxury rather than a creative necessity. Why should this be so? Could it be that by shortchanging ourselves, the only thing impoverished is our inner life? And after all, if the lack doesn't show on the surface, if we can pull it off one more time, why then, of course, it doesn't count. Or does it? Certain springs are tapped only when we are alone. The artist knows he must be alone to create, the writer to work out his thoughts, the musicians to compose. But women need solitude in order to find again the true essence of themselves. Anne Morrow Lindbergh urges us to remember, the problem is not entirely in finding the room of one's own, the time alone. The problem is more how to still the soul in the midst of its activities. In fact, the problem is how to feed the soul.